Yo, what is up, guys? We are here with week 11 of the NPL. It's 1 week, like we're 2 weeks from the playoffs now, so we have to play Pateradactle, my buddy, and the Sin City Staraptors this week. And next week we have a rematch versus our last division rival, the Washington Blazers, by Coach Mighty Mammoth Swine. I already clinched playoffs, so I threw this team together kinda in like 15 or 20 minutes. So I don't have a team build up for it because it's not like that heat or that crazy. I bring Choska Victini because like I struggled with Vaporeon last time and I want to trick it if possible or just hit it with two Bolt Strikes which should KO off the rocks. I have Tangrowth AV to stop his Mega Alakazam from sweeping me as well as his Superior. I have Sub SD Toxic Return Bufalon, maybe the only heat set this week, which could set up on a Vaporeon if it's uninvested because Skull does like 24.8 damage. I'm careful, max special taking like 84 EVs in HP, and also could set up potentially on the Superior because like I'm Sap Sipper and could potentially give me a boost and might not be able to hit me that hard. After Leaf Storm, I think a +2 Dragon Pulse is not a 2 KO if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he will run Dragon Pulse at all because like it doesn't hit anything on my team. Aromatisse, mixed defensive with Moonblast and the Cleric set, obviously Wish Protect Aromatherapy. Mainly here to stop Salamence and be a backup check to Alakazam because Alakazam has like trouble to it KOing it depending on the spread. If it's modest, it can to it KO me. If it's timid, it cannot. I bring Mega Aggron, T-Wave, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, basically hits his entire team. I want to get rocks, its only hazard removal is Sand Slash, and I want to Toxic that thing, maybe with Bufalon, or just wear it down with Weavile, Tangrowth, Victini, stuff like that. He doesn't have like a lot of good switch-ins for Victini anyway, so he might have to sack Sand Slash early to be creates or something. And the last one I bring is Bandit Weavile with knockoff Ice Crash, Ice Shot, and Facade. Another mon to break through Vaporeon because after rocks, knockoff is a guaranteed 2 KO unless he has no item, which I doubt he will do because like Vaporeon needs leftovers or maybe a Vacant Berry or something to be effective, I think. But as you can see, he doesn't bring the Vaporeon at all. And looking at his team, Bandit Weavile and Scarf Bikini just destroy his entire squad, so I have to keep them healthy to sweep late game. I mean, I could potentially lead off with Weavile and just get a kill because I OHKO everything on his team besides Max Sand Slash, and that thing takes like 85 to 100 from Icicle Crash, so basically I have a chance to OHKO that as well. I expect Salamence to be Yachi Berry though, and I want to like deal with it earlier, like weaken it to a point where Ice Shot kills after Ice Shot kills through the Yachi Berry. This might be after rocks if it's hasty or maybe like lonely or something, but I don't expect him to be lonely or hasty. So I have to weaken it into like 70-ish%, maybe 65 to kill with the Ice Shot through the Yachi Berry. He brings Hackney on the God, which I really like. It's a very cool mon in the form, very underrated in my opinion. He brings Jilteon, which obviously can Volt Switch around on my entire squad, but AV Tangrowth takes like 10% from a Volt Switch if it's not spec, so that won't do a lot at all. And of course he brings like Superior and Mega Alakazam, which can always be a threat if I lose my counter. So it is very important for me to keep either my Scarf on Victini or my AV on Tangrowth, so I cannot let him knock me off. I decide I think to lead off with my Victini because I can U-turn out on everything and just like play from there. He leads off with a Sand Slash obviously because I don't have hazard control on my side as he recognizes, and he will set up his rocks earlier. I just U-turn out into my Tangrowth because I don't expect him to knock off turn 1. He will set up his rocks because they hurt the Weavile and the Victini, which are the biggest threats to his team in my opinion. Here I can just fire off a knockoff because I expect him to switch. He won't stay in on a grass type, which could OHKO him. He goes out into his Jilton, which is very surprising, and he loses his Choice Scarf. So now I know that he was designed to probably outspeed Scarf Victini, and I expect him to be slower than my Weavile now. I run 170 speed on my Weavile because I'm adamant and cannot outspeed like Superior with an adamant nature. So I expect him to run 168 to outspeed a Scarf Victini, which is probably the fastest Scarf I could bring. He could be timid max speed to speed creep with Scarf Crobat because I brought it in the first game, but I don't really expect, like, I expect my Weaver to be faster, but I'm not sure about that. But like, I kept it in mind during the battle. It didn't came into play, but like, the choice scarf was some good knowledge on my team. Here I have another free knockoff because he cannot touch me at all, and HPS is like 25 to 32% or something, and I can just knock off again. He also just outdoes 10% to my AV Tangrowth and goes into his what's it called, Superior. It was a very surprising switch. I thought he might be like a toxic set, sub-toxic Leech Seed and Leaf Storm or something, but I didn't want to like let my Tangrowth get weakened with the toxic, or like let him put it on a timer. So I decided to switch out into my Buffalon because Buffalon is Sap Sipper. I could take a Leech Seed, I could take a Leaf Storm with the Sap Sipper ability. And looking at his squad, Buffalon does absolutely nothing. Like, Return hurts some mounts on his team, but I have to be behind the sub and a +2 to do some damage, and I won't set up anything on any mon on his squad. So I decided to just go into my Buffalon here. Hopefully he goes for a Leaf Storm to boost himself, but he goes for the knockoff actually. I didn't know this thing got knockoff, and it's pretty creative, I guess, because like Tangrowth would be like my main switch into this thing. When he prepped, probably he thought like, yeah, what counters does Aki have? And he has like Tangrowth and Crobat. So knockoff is very clever because it gets the Black Sludge off from Crobat or my Choice Scarf, which I ran in the first game, and it would get rid of my AV, which would allow Superior to 1v1 my Tangrowth, which is very smart on his part. He knocks off my leftovers here, which doesn't matter, and he decides to switch out because a return kills Superior if I'm adamant. I get a Toxic off on the Sand Slash, and that is huge actually. Now I can like, now this thing is put on the timer, and if I can get my Aggron in on this thing, I can just spam Stealth Rock to get him up on his side and keep them on the field because Toxic will kill him, and I could get like a Stealth Rock off after his what's it called? After his Rapid Spin. I have no speed EVs on my Aggron, so Stealth Rock will go up after his spin, so that's nice. I just go for a Sword Swing here to do as much damage as possible on the next turn, as he EQs me, which is fine. Toxic plus Return here will put him in range for basically every attack on my roster, which is cool. He EQs me and kills me, doesn't matter, to be honest. Buffalon didn't do anything in this game, and now I can freely go into my Aggron and spam Stealth Rock. Toxic will kill him eventually, and I can keep on my rocks. As you can see, Earthquake does like absolutely nothing, even though I have no defense investment at all. And now my rocks are up. He will go for the Rapid Spin here, but obviously I will go for the Stealth Rock again, because Toxic kills him this turn. Buffalon gets a kill here post-mortem. I guess that's pretty nice after he didn't get a kill versus Trevor last week. Or not, in week 9. That was it, like, I think in last 2 played someone else. But yeah, Golden didn't get a kill in week 9 when I first brought it, but basically destroyed like 2 months on Trevor's side. So now he gets his first kill of the season, and here's more to come, I guess. Now he goes into his Kecleon. I'm not sure what it does. Like, if it's Life Orb, Max Attack Adamant, he does like 34%, or like 29 to 37 or something with the Drain Punch. So I can just fire off a Heavy Slam, which, if he's fully offensive with no HP, I just kill him. So that's kind of nice, I guess. I stay in, go for the Heavy Slam, and he reveals to be what's it called? Color change. Obviously that was like not his plan. Either Shoulder messed up, or he just like didn't recognize that he was color change and just brought the team. Really sucks for him because he would have like put my Aggron in range for an attack from Salamence, for example, or from Jilcion. But this Drain Punch obviously does absolutely nothing, and I can get a nice kill with my Aggron here with the Earthquake, taking out this Kecleon, which actually could have been a threat if it was like what's it called, a Protean set. Now he has Alakazam, Superior, Jilcion, and Salamence left, and all of them are nearly in range for Ice Shard. Salamence, if it's Yachi, obviously is not. I have to get like a little bit of damage off on this thing. Jilcion and Superior are in Ice Shard range, and Alakazam needs to get down to like 50 to 60%, which is easy to do in my opinion. So I'm in a very good position to clean up with my what's called Bandit Weaver. Also Scarf Victini because I have Glaciate, does a lot of damage to Superior and the Dragon Salamence, so that's kind of cool, I guess. He brings in his Salamence, and I'm in a great spot here. He obviously has to Dragon Dance because Earthquake does not kill me from this range, and I can freely fire off a Thunder Wave. If he's Lumberry, he will kill me next turn probably, but then he's in Ice Shot range anyway because Ice Shot just kills non-Yachi Salamence. If he's not Lumberry, I can just go out into my Weavile after he kills me on the next turn because he's paralyzed, and kill him with the Icicle Crash, which will just knock out his entire roster. So yeah, I'm very free to click Thunder Wave. I don't lose anything by going for that, and he reveals to not be intimidated at first, and obviously not to be Lumberry. He goes for the EQ at +1, doesn't even kill me. Here's why like the color change mess up on Keklin kind of mattered because Aggron would have been in range for Salamence, but obviously like it wouldn't have mattered in the long run because the combination of Victini plus Weavile would have won, especially when my other two walls, Tangrowth and Aromatisse, are absolutely healthy, so he would have had trouble breaking through them. Now I can go for the Heavy Slam, get another kill with Aggron. Definitely in the running for Defensive Mon of the Year in my opinion. Took so many hits all season long and got some nice kills. I think he's like a plus differential in kills deaths, which is pretty nice. He brings all his Superior, and I decide to save my Aggron as Death Fodder because Alakazam could still be a threat, and I just decide to go into my AV Tangrowth because I probably will win one versus one. So he fires off a Leaf Storm obviously, and here he reads to have the HP Ice or HP Fire, which is barely a 2 KO. My own HP Fire is not enough to knock him out. He's definitely invested in HP. So now I have to get my Regenerator back and go into my Aggron to sack it. He just goes for another HP, which obviously doesn't matter. I die to rocks from Sandslash, so that thing will get the kill here. And now I can go either into my Weaver and kill it with the Ice Shard, or go into my Victini and kill it with the U-turn, as I decide to do just that, getting the 14th kill of the season, I guess, or the 13th for Victini in this game, with the U-turn here. And now I just decide to go into my Mia Wallace, my Aromatisse, because it can damage Alakazam to the point where Ice Shot kills, and obviously can't take any hit from Jolteon. So I can just fire off Moonblast here. I have no reason to play for differential or anything because I'm already in playoffs and I'm the #1 team in my conference right now, and the next best team has to win like 6-0 in 1 week to like catch up on me and to put me in second place, which actually wouldn't even matter because the playoff picture is already set almost, and yeah, it would be like it would take some magic to like get another team like the Washington Blazers in the playoffs, because then another team had to lose out big time, and the Washington Blazers had to win out their last 2 matches. I think the player picture is set, just a matter of who plays who. A lot of threatening teams left in the league, I think, in my conference. Don't know which matchup I really like to. I might forfeit my last week if I know that like it doesn't matter for the outcome of which team makes playoffs, but I might try to forfeit to get a more favorable matchup, but I don't think I will do that. It's pretty dumb and pretty unfair in my opinion. So, but I might bring some heat and like won't care as much about the battle. But obviously, I want to go 10-2, so I probably try to prep as hard as I can, as I always do. Yeah, here Aromatisse is in versus the Alakazam. Crit makes up for the special attack drop, obviously, and he has to Dazzling Gleam because he cannot allow my Weaver to come in for free. Cannot kill me with his last Dazzling Gleam, and Aromatisse gets the kill, the first kill of the season after it came to like 7 games or something. Always was like Death Fodder and the Cleric, and now I can just sack my Aromatisse here and then get a kill with my Bandit Weaver. Could have gone into my Victini to pad my stats a little, but I'm not that kind of guy. Like, if people think my mons deserve an MVP, I don't think like 1 more kill matters, and I feel like it's pretty dumb to play for differential, to play to pad your stats or something, so I won't do that. I just get to kill with the ice shot from my Weaver. I could have gone for the knockoff to see if I was actually faster, but I didn't want to risk a kill, and I didn't. I want to keep my streak of nice 3-0 wins up. I think it was my fourth 3-0 win in a row, which is pretty nice. I'm riding a 6-game win streak now. To be honest, it should have been a 10-game win streak, but I butchered this one loss to some lower ladder players, which I hopefully will get revenge for in the conference finals or in the playoffs in the first round. So we'll see how things will turn out then, and if I can get my revenge. It's basically impossible to beat me twice in a season. Like, I have always won my rematches after I lost, so I'm not too scared of anything that wants to hit me in the playoffs. I'm one win away from clinching number 1 seed in my conference, which again doesn't really matter because all of other 3 teams that will make the playoffs have very threatening rosters. So the matchup will be kind of weird anyway because like everything has something on his team that can absolutely destroy me. Nice 3-0 here. GG to my buddy Pateradactle. Definitely check him out. He's a very cool guy. I always say he's the whitest nigga I know because sometimes he acts like he's black and is like dabbing and shit and talking some smack, but he's a very cool guy. So hopefully you guys check him out. This was the second to last week of the regular season. Next week we are facing Mighty Mammoth and the Washington Blazers if we play at all. Should he lose like this week, I probably will just forfeit to because it doesn't matter, and I want to don't want to reveal more stuff I could bring for the playoffs because like here this sub SD Toxic Buffalo was actually pretty heat, and I don't want people to scout me and see what I do. Like obviously with Weaver, it's obviously always like Life Orb or Sash SD or Band, maybe because like you know how I run that. I think I ran AV Tangrowth 90% of the time I think I brought physically defensive Tangrowth once. And Victini obviously always is Choice Scarf or Choice Bandit, even though I brought Trick Room a couple of times, but yeah, you know the deal. Like I didn't bring too much heat all season because like the matchup preferred the matchup preferred some more simple sets most of the time, like defensive Aggron, defensive Aromatisse, instead of offensive stuff from some more bulky things, but it definitely could change in the playoffs. If I feel like the matchup is right, I might bring Rock Polish Aggron again, or maybe even Carmine Victini or Chlorophyll Tangrowth, you know the deal. But we definitely have to see about that. So yeah, that was it for week 11 of the NPL. I hope you guys enjoyed and see you next week.